Well. Looks like Shannon Sharp was right when he said that the Oklahoma City Thunder's the weakest number one seed you ever seen go into the playoffs. At first, you know, there was some truth to it, but I really didn't dig deep into it because I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? But now that Oklahoma City went out like this, it only proves that he was absolutely correct. This was the weakest number one seed to ever go into the playoffs, and the head coach is trash. And if they're coach of the year, if the NBA's coach of the year, this is the job that he's going to do. This is how he's going to coach. Then that just tells the direction of where the NBA is headed because he's not the only head coach that doesn't know how to coach. I've been crying about his rotations all year, all season. I've been crying about his rotations or his lack of rotations, and I've been saying that they're gonna lose because there's no, you know, nobody knows their roles, especially these bench players. And I was right. I don't like to be right about things like this, but it's kind of upsetting because you see all the potential in Oklahoma City, all the potential in SGA, and for them to go out like this against Oklahoma, against Dallas, you didn't have PJ Washington on the court for the first half. You got Luka banged up. You got Kyrie in his emotions or whatever's going on with him. Because there's got to be something going on with him for him to play the way he played the last couple games. And you let Dallas beat you? That's crazy. He should be fired. Aaron Wiggins, 7 minutes. This is what we doing. You started Giddy all season long. You didn't even like him. You don't even want Giddy on your team. You're starting him. You're the head coach. Bench him. Build some confidence in Isaiah Joe. Build some confidence in Aaron Wiggins. Build some confidence in Jalen Williams. No, you just keep doing the same stupid stuff every game, and then now it caught up to you. Now it caught up to you. NBA is a joke. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I don't care. If you're in your feelings, you want to defend the NBA, then be in your feelings. The NBA is a joke. Cause everything that happens, we've been seeing. We've been seeing coming all season long. We've seen this coming all season long. How we watching the product from the outside and know what they need to do on the inside? How we know better than them? Come on. We knew that rotation was going to bite them in the ass, and it did. 4 games to 2 to the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks ain't no type of juggernaut. They not Denver. Come on, cut it out. Number one seed. My ass. Wow. Whatever. Now we got these guys to look at. We got Brunson up top, 9.5K. Seems to be feeling a little bit better. Just had a lousy game. 26 shots you like to see. 38 minutes. This game was out of hand anyway. I'm going right back to Brunson. I'm going right back to him. Halliburton is, I want to call him a fraud, but Halliburton is, what's the word I'm looking for? He's a goofball. That's not the word I was looking for, but he is a goofball. This is what? Game 7. Game 7. They forced game 7. He's gonna have to show out. He's the best player on the team. The team goes as he goes. He's gonna have to go out. He's gonna have to show out. If you could find a way to get Brunson and Halliburton in one lineup, good for you. I've been doing that with Halliburton. Since he's $1,000 cheaper, I've been able to get lineups for Halliburton and Brunson. Don't know if it's gonna happen in this slate, but Halliburton should show out in the game 7. Jamal Murray was stifled by the defense of the Minnesota Wings. Hasn't really had his Jamal Murray playoff-esque games. 31, 42, 41, 24. 22 is not going to cut it. Either the injury and the defense, I want to say the injury or the defense is getting to him, or a little bit of both, probably a little bit of both. But I'm not going to count on him to just, jump out the window and have some spectacular games, especially not against that Minnesota defense. So Murray's not a priority for me. Conley's an okay play, but your last guy in. TJ McConnell is absolutely in play. I don't know. I don't think they play him enough minutes. He brings a lot of energy. He's a very smart basketball player. He makes all the right reads, but they don't play him a lot. They either close a gap if they're losing, or they take a lead when he's on the court and then they bench him right away. Makes no sense to me. But once again, who am I? Fire up McConnell. McBride, probably the best value piece on this slate. If he plays well, New York has a chance. If he doesn't play well, I don't think they're gonna. They might not really have. Okay, let me slow down. They're not gonna have a fully healthy Josh Hart. They're not gonna have a fully healthy OG. They're gonna need another playmaker / person that can get their own shot. That's gonna be McBride. That's why he's starting now. This is what I said in that game where they got blown out last week. Jalen Brunson needed help. He needed help ball handling. He needed help playmaking. He can't do it all because if he's doing everything, the defense could just collapse on him and that's it. McBride is going to be a very important piece. I think that right now, Brunson and McBride are locks for me personally because I know that the Knicks are only going to go as far as McBride can help them reach. Nembhard's an okay play for your last man in. Burks, I think Burks doesn't play 20 minutes. I think he plays 10, 12, something like that. 25 minutes he got in Game 6. I think they tighten up the rotation for Game 7. But especially if OG's back and OG's somewhat functional, I think Alec Burks takes a hit. I don't think Achua's going to take a hit. I think Burks is going to take that hit. Christian Bronson play for your last man in. Shepard, if you're desperate, 3.1K. The rest of your lineup has to be fire if you're going to be playing a 3.1K Shepard. Anthony Edwards, 9.4K. I probably do one lineup McBride and Brunson, one lineup McBride and Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a must play. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people are not going to want to hear this right now, but I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. If they beat Denver, Anthony Edwards automatically becomes face of the league. If they beat the defending champions, he will be the face of the league. As much as the NBA is pushing it and trying to force it down our throats, he will be the face of the league. Yo, there's a mosquito sitting on me just chewing away at me while I'm making this video. Wow. Well, now he's dead. Anyway. This is how the NBA. This is just what it is. They know LeBron's on his way out. They know LeBron has, plans outside of, they know he has plans post NBA that probably doesn't include them, and they're looking to replace him ASAP. That's what's happening right now. They tried it with KD, it didn't work out. They tried it with a few other people, it didn't work out. And for those Jokic fans that's saying to yourself, well, Jokic is the best player in the league, Jokic will never be the face of the league. And don't shoot the messenger. He will never be face of the league. And if you've been watching basketball long enough, you know why. You know what I'm saying? He would never be. He could be the best player all he wants. We could all acknowledge him as the best player in the league. That's great. He will never be the face of the NBA. If Minnesota beats Denver, Anthony Edwards will be the face. That's that. There's no getting around it. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's just what it is. I think Denver beats them. I think Jokic has a otherworldly game, 30, 20, 15, 2-2. I think he goes crazy. I think they beat him. And if Minnesota does find a way to beat them, then kudos to them. But I give Denver the edge. Um, in a game 7 when they're the defending champions, and they're still in their prime. KCP is underrated. Aaron Gordon's underrated. Michael Porter's been underrated for what he had to go through this season with all the stuff going on in his family. I give him credit for that. I'm not a hater, you see. Fire Anthony Edwards, DiVincenzo 7K in play. He takes a little bit of a hit if OG's back. If Hart plays and OG's back, DiVincenzo takes a little bit of a hit. Neesmith, I think Neesmith is useless. I know he's out there for defense, but I don't need him in my lineup. I'd rather play Nemhard at $300 cheaper. KCP, he's even cheaper than them. He's absolutely in play. Going to play 35 minutes in a close game. Fire up KCP for value. Burks is an okay play. I still prefer KCP. His minutes are more reliable. NAW, he had a few decent games to start. What has he been doing lately? Not much. Okay, the game. So he had, what are we in, game 7? So this is game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, game 6. So game 2, he had 30 fantasy points, which was great. Game 5, he had 30. But the thing is with NAW, there's nothing guaranteed because he's out there for defense. He's going to take a few shots. If he doesn't hit his shots, he's going to get 8, 9, 10 fantasy points. If he hits his shots, then, he'll be a tremendous value play. If you're playing a lot of lineups, throw him at 1. If you're playing one lineup, very risky. Who else is here? Justin Holiday. If the rest of your lineup is fire, he's your last guy in, fine. I'll probably give Ben Shepard the little bit of an edge for the value piece at $3,100. But Justin Holiday is viable too. He will be on the court for a little bit. Small forward. I'm not playing Josh Hart. See, the last 3 games I've been getting Josh Hart completely wrong. Played him, he did nothing. Didn't play him, he went off. Played him again, he got hurt. I'm just not going to play him. If Josh Hart beats me, he beats me. If OG's playing, I feel a little bit better because his usage comes down just a little bit anyway. I'll use that. He's almost 8K, so I have no problem fading him. He's 8K. That salary could go elsewhere. At the end of the day, you need these guys to pay off their salaries. If they're not paying off their salaries, you're not cashing nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's fine. Josh Hart's a fade for me. Hope he feels better because that pain he's going through that's not fun. Siakam, 7'4", absolutely in play. Porter Jr. in play at 6K. Neesmith, we spoke about him. McDaniels is absolutely in play. An amazing value piece as he can get fantasy points in every way. We just hope that he gets some shots he's going to get shots. We just hope he hits his shot so he can pay off this 4.3K. We don't need a lot from him, just a little bit, but he gets you rebounds, blocks, steals, whatever, anything you need. So I absolutely like McDaniels as a value piece. Not interested in Kyle Anderson, to be honest with you. All right, we're going to power forward. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. Oh, I do want to shout you guys out for all the likes on the last video. I did say get me 45 likes, and I will continue building lineups on our showdown slates. And y'all guys went crazy, so I guess y'all want lineups of showdown. Absolutely got y'all. Might even make y'all 2 showdown lineups next showdown slate. We'll see. Just keep the likes going, and I'll see what I can do. Okay. If you're struggling with the playoffs, you're not really cashing like that, you're tired of wasting your money and not cashing, I can help you. I can send you my finalized optimal lineups right before lock. Check out the Patreon, link in the description. We also do have channel memberships, silver and gold, to get you lineups also. Just read the descriptions. And we do have super chats open for those of you who are feeling generous. Let's go to power forward. We spoke about Josh Hart. We spoke about Siakam, Cat. Cat's in play. Close that game. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very reliable fantasy producer. Price that and this guy used to be 9K. Karl Anthony Towns used to be 9K. Now we need him on a closeout game to provide for us at 7.2K. Absolutely in play. Gonna play well over 30 minutes if the game is close. Fire him up. Aaron Gordon, 6.3K. Aaron Gordon been doing very well in this series, 6.3K. I want to jam him in my lineup. I want to jam him in my main lineup if I can get to him. Now, I like him a lot on this slate. I like him a lot in this series, but there's a lot of other good plays that I've seen. And I will like, I don't want to just sit here and say I'm going to play everybody in one lineup. That's not possible. But I would like for him to be in my main lineup because I know he's going to produce. And I like players that don't have to just score to produce. So I will hope that Aaron Gordon gets in my main lineup. OG. I wouldn't play him in my main lineup because I don't know how healthy he is. And I don't know if he's being rushed back for a game 7. All the Knicks players were like, well, Josh Hart's going to play because it's game 7. And I thought, like, wouldn't y'all want him to be healthy? Like, are y'all not worried about his health, or y'all just worried about him winning the game for y'all? That's how it came off. And it's a Tom Thibodeau team, so guys are going to play hurt. He has a history of doing that, dating back to the Chicago Bulls. Look it up if you haven't been watching basketball that long. He will run these guys into the earth. Like, Josh Hart's falling off the bone, literally. I don't think I'm gonna play OG in my main lineup. I'll play a secondary lineup and throw him in there. And if that lineup fails, it fails. Oh well. But I'm not gonna put him in my main lineup. What is OG Anunoby really gonna do? Like, how important is he at 5.8K? Is he gonna give us 30 points and 10 rebounds? Probably not, right? That's how you got to look at it. What's the probability of OG coming into the game and shutting it down? You see what I'm saying? That's how you got to look at fantasy. Precious Achiuwa 4.5K. He's in play. He looks better if OG's not available. If OG and Hart are not available, Achiuwa is the best player on the slate. Nas Reed's okay at 4.2. Obi Toppin doesn't get enough minutes. He's been a fireball when he gets onto the court. 28, 9, 23, 15, 17 fantasy points. 20 minutes, 19 minutes, 18 minutes, 21 minutes, 18 minutes played. He's obviously over a 1 fantasy point per minute player, but he's not getting any minutes. If he's my last man in, I'm fine with it at 3.9K. Jokic 11-3. I probably have a Jokic lineup in one of my first or second lineup, to be honest with you. You know he's not gonna go out like a punk bitch. You know he's gonna go crazy. Probably gonna have a 30-point triple-double. He's absolutely a priority. Jokic is a priority. Anthony Edwards is a priority. Jalen Brunson is a priority. But what you got to look at is how easy it for these guys to hit their goals. It's easier for Jokic to hit his goal because he's the center. He's right under the rim. Anthony Edwards is number 2 because he's healthier and he has a deeper bag than Brunson, to be honest with you, to get to the rim. He gets to the rim easier. Jalen Brunson works hard for every little thing that he does. So when it comes to my spend-ups, Jokic is my number 1 priority. Anthony Edwards is my number 2 priority. Jalen Brunson is my number 3 priority. Miles Turner is absolutely in play at 6.5. Gobert 6.4. I give the edge to Miles Turner because of the game flow, the way the game is played between Indiana and New York. I give the edge to Turner because he's gonna get in to attempt a lot of threes, and Gobert doesn't take threes. Hartenstein's okay. He hasn't been doing nothing too special. 44, 25, 9, 37, and 23. I'm worried about the 23 fantasy points in 33 minutes. I prefer the other centers in the game 7, but if I'm stuck with him, he's fine. And Miles Turner has to deal with Hartenstein, and Gobert has to deal with Jokic. I like Miles Turner. I like his matchup a little bit better, slightly. Isaiah Jackson, 3,200. He's going to come on the court, get a few blocks, go about his day. If he's your last man in, fine. I think that's about it. So that's I think that's about it. Nothing more we can really touch on. 2-game slate. I already held y'all up long enough. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Check out the channel membership, Silver and Gold. Get you lineups also. Super chats are available. Hope you had a profitable Saturday night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.